Now when the Pope was in town, I respect him for one thing. He didn't talk politics. But I saw him go around talking to people, and then he went to some infirmary where they had children, and he touched the children and kissed them. But when he did, it was still the same. It was still the same. But you will one day touch those kids and they will be completely healed. Completely. Yeah. Because in the New Age, there's going to be no sickness. So what do we have to worry about sickness for, or even study it? Because self-center is in the ingathering. We have to be ahead of what's going on the outside. So all we got is 4 more years. But the changes have to take place in us. And as they take place in us, we can also make changes on the outside with certain people. You will show your power, and people will start to look at you, will start to follow you. Not because you're going to tell them you're going to be rich, but because of the most precious commodity is our health. Remember, you cannot buy it. You cannot buy health. Nobody is completely healthy today. Nobody. We can only adjust ourselves to the abnormal heart. That's all we can do. Make ourselves feel better. Feeling better is fine, but I'm a stubborn guy and I want the whole hog. I don't want just part of it. So this is why I am where I am. This is why people don't want to understand me. Some of them become frightened. Or they think I'm kooky. It's okay. I don't care. Doesn't bother me. I still am that little kid when they used to call me, you dago, you wop, this, that, and the other thing. And all I would say, sticks and stones might break my bones, but names will never hurt me. And here I am, still today. So, now what is it that really makes us sick? What really took place? Now last week I brought you through a particular pathway in us. And I'm going to review it again. Think of your 2 nostrils going up into your sinuses. And from your sinuses up in here, we have what we call the Eustachian tube. And from the Eustachian tube, we go into the middle ear. Again, the middle. The entrepreneur. The guy that takes all the pressure. And we stop here. But we come down further now. Now we have a mouth, a tongue, the lining, and a top, and a throat. And in our throat we have 2 tubes coming down the middle. One is the windpipe, or the trachea. And that has a lining in it. And it goes right into the lungs. And that trachea or windpipe breaks up into many small parts, still with the lining. Now let's back to our throat again. And we have the food pipe, the esophagus. That also has a lining. The whole throat has the same lining. And it goes down into our stomach. And our stomach has the same lining. And it goes into our intestines. The first part of the intestines is called the duodenum, 12 inches. It has the same lining. And the next one is the jejunum, which means starvation. But how can we be starving? Isn't that the place where the villi are, the little fingers, they pull this out and they pull that out? Well, I'll explain it to you later. And the next part is the ileum. And for you, I got what it means. The gut feeling. That's where you start getting a gut feeling, okay? And from there you go into what we call the cecum of the colon. And down further we have the appendix. And that's also hollow. And then we come up on the colon, across the colon and down the colon, the sigmoid colon, and the straight, which we call the rectum, and the anus. That also has a lining. Now what kind of a lining does it have? It has what we call a mucus lining. And I like to think of this as the goat. The goat. Because on the outside of these organs we have another lining, and we call this the peritoneum and the omentum. And the heart has the pericardium around it. That's not the epicardium, which is close to the heart, but around it is a bag within a bag. And all organs have a similar structure, basic structure, according to the heart. It's mucous membrane. This is the lining in us. We are phlegmy. We have snot in us. And it's caused by the front end of the pituitary gland, the anterior part of it. And this is the one that gives us the phlegm, the hormones, phlegm, rhum, same thing, R-H-U-M, rhum, phlegm, sticky stuff, where germs can come in and hibernate and also reproduce themselves. And also, if they are beneficial, can become non-beneficial. Yeah.